welcome to Virgin Media Park here in Cork for today's PWC Under-19 Interprovincial clash between Munster and Connacht. Kick-off is at 3:30 p.m. and we are here in front of a pretty expectant crowd, delighted to say, for what promises to be an entertaining encounter. Connacht about to take to the field, as you can see here. Following on, this is the second of two matches being held here today in Virgin Media Park. The opener was the Under-18 clubs match between Munster and Connacht, which Munster won 27-24 thanks to a Rory Ford penalty. So the scene is set. We're expecting a very, very entertaining game between two sides who have been doing quite well in the PWC Interprovincial thus far. Some excellent scores from both teams coming into this, and a lot to look forward to as the next generation of both Munster and Connacht players get a chance to show what they can do. You were watching us on the Access Munster platform, and as I said, the Under-19 Interprovincial clash between Munster and Connacht, which will kick off very, very shortly at 3:30 p.m. coming to you live here from Virgin Media Park in Cork. Dull conditions and overcast conditions, but thankfully no rain as of yet and no discernible wind. I don't think that's going to be too big a factor in this particular encounter. We're awaiting the arrival of the Munster team, and as I said, here they come from underneath the tunnel here in Virgin Media Park. Replacements are first out and being led out by their out half, Charlie O'Shea, onto the field for this big game. So let's take the opportunity now to have a look at the two sides that are taking part in this Under-19 Interprovincial match today, and the team sheet first up as well we'll take a look at will be the Munster team. Good to see a good crowd still here after the opening game, as we said, between the Under-18 club games, Munster and Connacht, which was 27-24 in Munster's favour. And again, Rory Ford kicked the all-important one in that particular game, and the sides going through the motions here at the minute, trying to get up and running, and then their last minute preparations ahead of what would be a very, very entertaining and no doubt a physical encounter between two sides, the next generation of both Munster and Connacht teams heading into the final. This is the final of the Under-19 Interprovincial games. Just a quick check on the Munster team for you. Fullback Conal Kernan, number 14 Alex O'Connell, number 13 Robert Carney, number 12 Harry Murphy. The left wing is Caleb Hart, number 11, out half Charlie O'Shea, and scrum half Fionn Carney. The front row is Christian Foley, Dara Printer and Jamie Conway. The two locks are Fionn O'Mara and Charlie Donnelly, and the back row is number 6 Bobby Doherty, number 7 Ian Morton, and number 8 Michael O'Sullivan. For Connacht, they line out as follows. Their front row will be made up of Rory Lyons, Jack Pollard and Michael Donnelly, locks Liam Cahill and Leo Anich. The back row of Pasha Thiem, captain Charlie Keane, and number 8 Oisin McNicholas. The two halfbacks, which we're going to be talking quite a bit about, scrum half Billy Rowan, out half Callum Elwood, left wing Dylan Bruton, and backs Thomas Sheehan, Thomas Cotton, Paul Sharkey, and fullback Joseph Smith. So that's it. Referee is about to get us underway, and away we go. And the PWC Interprovincial Under-19 clash between Munster and Connacht is underway. I did mention that there wasn't much of a wind, but it has kicked up a small bit, and it will favour Connacht in this opening half. But it's Munster who are first out of the traps, deep inside their own 22, looking to get some territory and burst their way out. Connacht meeting them at the source, and Fionn Carney spreading it wide, and Munster now just getting through the phases, getting those early touches and hoping to settle into the game. Good early offload from Charlie O'Shea and a good break from Bobby Doherty, but the referee is bringing things back, and that will be a penalty to Connacht. We should mention as well that the referee is from Zimbabwe, no less, so very unusual to have a Zimbabwean referee, but Mitchell Enderby will be in charge of proceedings for us today here at Virgin Media Park. Early stages of this PWC Under-19 Interprovincial clash, and it's a chance now for Connacht on the Munster 22 over on the right wing, and scrum half for Connacht Billy Rowan is about to put it in. The two Ballina RFC halfbacks today for Connacht. Billy Rowan will play at number 9, but number 10 is a name synonymous with a lot of Irish rugby fans, and that's Elwood. It's Eric, the former Irish senior rugby international Eric Elwood's son, Callum Elwood, who is lining out at number 10. Looking forward to seeing how he goes this afternoon. A bit untidy at the scrum, and referee Mitchell Enderby not too pleased with that. We'll go again. And the two front rows shaping up: Rory Lyons, Jack Pollard and Michael Donnelly going head to head with Conal Kernan, with Christian Foley, Dara Printer and Jamie Conway. And an opportunity for some early territory here for Connacht, kicking off, repelling Munster's attempts to get out from their 22, and now this is their second chance here with a penalty and an opportunity to get the ball into the back. So will they go through the forwards? It's a good scrum, it's a solid scrum, and it's held up well. Rowan pulls it wide to number 12. Thomas Sheehan, he sets in motion an opportunity here for Connacht. They're over the gain line, they're into Munster's 22, but Munster have won it back, and that's excellent work from the home team, brought out by number 13 now, Robert Carney, and a kick to touch. It's out on the full, and unfortunately for Munster, we will go back inside their 22 and a line out to Connacht. So all the early running being done here by Connacht in this particular game. Territory certainly, and Munster yet to break out from defence as the Connacht pack have a quick discussion about what they're going to do with this particular line out. And it will be Jack Pollard who will be the one to put this in, the hooker, going through the instructions. So what can Connacht come up with from this particular set piece? Is it going to go short, going long? It's gone long, and it's good handling. And now, no, referee not happy, not in correctly, and because of that, it looks like Munster, and they will have a possession of the ball. So disappointment for Connacht after a good solid start from the visitors inside Munster territory, unable to make that one count, and as a result of that, Munster now will have a scrum and an opportunity to clear their lines. It's dull and it's overcast, and thankfully no rain. Quite a close day in terms of temperatures, and just about perfect for a very sizable crowd that's in here in Virgin Media Park in the main stand to watch this PwC Under-19 Interprovincial Clash. You're watching us on the Access Munster platform. You're very welcome, and we're delighted to have you with us. And throughout the afternoon, we hope to bring you a lot of excitement and a few tries as well, no doubt, hopefully. And just while we have this short break in play, it's worth mentioning the PwC Under-19 Interprovincial Championship itself. The important part of this is all about player development. Had the opportunity to speak to Munster head coach Aidan McNulty in the build-up, and he was espousing the view, and the correct view, that it's not all necessarily about results even at this Under-19 at this stage. It's all about taking the basics and everything that the players have learned and bringing it to the next level and getting them ready for those that are capable of making the next step. So we hope to see a lot more of these names in the future. Now Munster with a chance, their first set piece, a scrum for Fionn Carney to put in right on the Munster 22 here at Virgin Media Park. We are 5 minutes into the game, and Munster yet to get out of their own half. So it's been, in terms of territory, it's been all Connacht. What can Munster muster from this to pack first opportunity, or second opportunity now, to go head to head with Connacht? Good push and a good response from Munster. They go wide, and the ball is worked out to Harry Murphy. Oh, and a outside pass, fullback Conal Kernan adds it on, and Munster take it into contact. And that's Robert Carney who's brought it down now. A chance again for Fionn Carney going through the bus. Referee's got his arm out. It's an advantage to Munster. This is an opportunity possibly for a free play, and a good chip kick from Charlie O'Shea. Looks wide and it bounces out for a line out, but will we come back? We will indeed come back for a penalty, and referee not happy with Connacht on that occasion, and because of that indiscretion, we will have a chance for Munster's out half now. Charlie O'Shea to kick into deep into Connacht territory, line up a potential line out, and give Munster the platform to launch their first attack of the afternoon. And it's a good kick. It brings us up just up to halfway. It clears the Virgin Media stand, so somebody's got to go and get that ball. And while we wait for that, the touch judge is in position. Let's see now what Munster can do from this. Dara Printer pulls it in, and Munster take it. It's not tidy, and it's Connacht who actually steal it. Good offload, and now they're number 8 bursting through a couple of tackles there. Really good play from Oisin McNicholas. They're out scrum half. Billy Ryan waits the ball into keeping it alive, but a good response from the Munster defence, but not good enough, and it looks like offside on that one, and maybe even a high tackle. But either way, the referee Mitchell Enderby from Zimbabwe not happy there with Munster, and another injury to one of the Connacht players gives us a chance once again to just reflect on what's been a pretty scrappy opening period, to put it mildly. We are 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes into the game here now at the minute, and it's Connacht who have dominated possession since the kick-off. Callum Elwood kicking deep into Munster's half. They weren't able to get out a penalty which brought them up to halfway, but their first line out of the afternoon going awry, which is disappointing from a set-piece point of view, and it's Connacht who will now have a chance again, and with his hands on the ball there. That's young Callum Elwood. He is the son of Eric Elwood, former Irish international rugby player, and carrying on the Elwood lineage here in Connacht, and hopefully he's a name we're going to be hearing quite a lot about in years to come. Good performances by Connacht so far in this PwC Under-19 Championship Interprovincials. They have in their opening games, they put up a good show against Leinster, certainly before losing out there, and they have also put up a show, as did Munster, against Ulster just coming into this particular game. So the referee just awaiting the clearance of the Connacht player who took the knock there. It looks like he's okay, and it is a high tackle, so it's a penalty, and Callum Elwood would kick deep into Munster's 22 here, and an opportunity now for the visitors, a good high kick, and that just brings us inside the 22, and an opportunity now for Connacht to build something once again from a set piece. They have an opportunity, they've been the better team thus far, and Munster now would be very anxious just to get their hands on the ball at some point. Buccaneers Jack Pollard has his hands on the ball, and he's having a chat with Rory Lyons about what they're going to do with this particular one. Watch out for Oisin McNicholas. He's carried a couple of important carries already, and both he and Liam Cahill have been very active. Ball goes up and it's Cahill who takes it, and it is a maul, and it is in play, and Connacht looking to push forward, and they do that brilliantly through Jack Pollard. Presents the ball for, but it's not good enough, and Munster getting over the player on the ground there, Jack Pollard not releasing, and they will have turned that over just in front of their own try line. So once again, good defence from the home team. We haven't seen much on the attack just yet, but their defence has certainly been very solid, and now a chance for the out half, Charlie O'Shea, to kick once more. A relieving kick brings us up between midway between the 22 and the 10 metre line here at Virgin Media Park. We are just coming up on 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes gone today in the PwC Under-19 Interprovincial. You're watching on the Munster Access platform, and as it stands, we're still awaiting our first score between Munster and Connacht. Just waiting for Liam Cahill to return and join the fray, which he has done, and we've got a second ball on the pitch now which we need to get rid of. So what can Munster conjure up? Their first line out was very untidy. They lost possession. They'll be looking to do better here. Will they aim for Fionamara? No, it looks like it's going to go further to the back, and it's a good take from Bobby Doherty, but not tidy, and the ball, referee's got his arm out anyway. Good break from out half. Charlie O'Shea, what a fantastic break. He's up to halfway, evading 2 or 3 challenges there. Superb play. His scrum half, Fionn Carey, brings it back inside, and Munster now, and unfortunately that looks like it's been lost, and it has been turned over by Connacht. They take the ball. Elwood unable to hold on to it. Referee very, very untidy in these opening exchanges, so referee is going back, because Munster a fantastic break from the out half, Charlie O'Shea there. First real chance for the out half to show what he can do, and he certainly has got some. And a knock on is the decision from Mitchell Linderbury, and that means it will be another put in for the Connacht pack. But good to see Charlie O'Shea positive on the front foot, taking on 2 or 3 defenders, getting into the Connacht territory, into the Connacht half for the first time in this game. But unfortunately, the follow on, a knock on, preventing Munster from building on that attack. Connacht's scrum half Billy Rowan, the Ballina RFC player, will get ready, and we've lost it, and now the referee's not happy at all, not binding there in the scrum. Connacht penalised, and that's unfortunate for them, because they had just turned over possession, and instead of building a platform to get back into the Munster half, they've now conceded a penalty, and an opportunity for Charlie O'Shea once again to kick deep into the visitors' territory, which he does. He brings us up just in front of the 22 metre line, and now an opportunity for Munster once again to launch an attack. The line out has been mixed, to put it mildly, thus far, so let's see what Dara Prenter can do from this one. It's Fionamara who goes up, good take. Referee's happy with it, and we have a ball. The ball is spread wide, and a chance now for Munster with Ian Morton. Good break. The ball is loose from that tackle. Referee's happy with it, and on we go. Superb break from Christian Foley. He's deep and he's over the try line. Fantastic effort from Christian Foley. That came from next to nothing. Loose ball on the ground, but Foley in a flash was on it, picked it up, took it forward, evaded a challenge and went in under the post. So there you have it, having had little or no sight of the Connacht goal, or their 22 in the opening 11 minutes. It is Munster who take the lead, and it is their loose head prop, number 1, Christian Foley, who crosses the line. A fantastic effort from him. Wasn't the tidiest of build-ups, but I don't think Munster will care. But that is a try for them, and they now lead 5-0, and an opportunity for their out half to now extend that lead in front of the post. And the way Charlie O'Shea has been kicking, you would expect him to do that. But the loose head prop is the first person to cross the try line today for Munster, and that's number 1, Christian Foley. Fantastic effort from him. Very, very untidy, as we said, in the build-up. The ball hitting the ground, and there is the conversion from Charlie O'Shea. So fantastic start for Munster, considering what little they saw of the ball. Charlie O'Shea with the conversion to make it 7 points in Munster's favour. And if you're Connacht, well, you can't be happy with that. They've had a lot of possession, a lot of territory, but not done anything with it. A silly mistake in the scrum when they had an opportunity. to get back into the Munster half, penalising from the resulting penalty and line out. Munster worked the ball across, and it was loose head prop Christian Foley who crossed the white line, and the conversion from Charlie O'Shea. 7-0. Here we go again. Good take from the Munster fullback Conall Kernan, and he takes the ball back into possession. A chance now for Fionn Kearney to launch another attack, and Munster just wanting to start and settle now and go through the phases, but they did not release when they were on the ground, and that looked like Dara Prenter who was on the ground. Good work by the Connacht pack, and now from a position where they were 7 points to no score down just inside 12 minutes, they have turned over the ball, they have earned a penalty, and Callum Elwood has indicated to the referee that he's going to have a kick at goal. A sensible decision, I think, as well, considering that they have been a bit untidy in possession. Both teams have struggled to settle, I think, in the opening exchanges. Certainly nothing to do with the conditions, because even though it's dull, as you can see from your screen, there's very, very little wind here. But whatever wind is present is probably favouring Connacht in this opening half. But it's a chance for the out half from the Ballina RFC club. Sorry, from the Galwegians RFC club, apologies. Number 10. Callum Elwood with an opportunity now to reduce the deficit down to 4 points. It's a good strike from the out half, and that's up and high in between the posts. Super stuff from Callum Elwood. After 13 minutes, his penalty has reduced the scoreline down. It's now 7 points to 3 in Munster's favour, and Munster will be kicking themselves because they had the ball, they had possession, they were inside their 22, but they just didn't release in time. The resulting penalty, referee given no option, and Callum Elwood slots that between the posts for 3 points. We restart, and Elwood gets inside his 22, and that's a good relieving kick. Or did it? No, it didn't, and it's an opportunity now for the Munster fullback Conall Kernan to take it in. Good tackle from Jack Pollard once again, and he's been everywhere so far. Fionn Kearney launching another Munster attack, trying now just to build through the phases. Kearney again is there to scrum half. It's a good pass. What will Charlie O'Shea do? He'll keep it. Oh, and a big hit there between two players. Was it head to head? No. Referee's happy to continue on, and a good layoff again from Charlie O'Shea. Ian Morton as well has gotten through a huge amount of work in this early stages, and a good hands and a fantastic break from Alex O'Connell. Oh, nearly came off there with an audacious chip. It didn't work out for him. Brilliant offload from Harry Murphy, and Alex O'Connell making the break, but the number 14, the right wing, unable to get around the last line of the Connacht defence, and a chance now instead for the visitors to rebuild again. They bring the ball up to the 22. And this is where Billy Rowan will look. Oh, he's blocked down brilliantly. A combination. Oh, brilliant stuff. Harry Murphy. And Murphy has crossed the line. And that is a superb, opportunistic individual try from Harry Murphy. Brilliant stuff from the inside centre. Connacht were under pressure, unable to clear their lines. And when the attempted relieving kick from the Connacht scrum half, Billy Rowan was blocked down. First on the scene, having blocked it down, was Harry Murphy. He picked it up and took it over the line for Munster's second try of the afternoon, and that comes just on the quarter hour mark here at Virgin Media Park. And it's been a very, very untidy start, as we said, but I don't think Munster will care too much. Harry Murphy with the block down, and he crosses the line for Munster's second try of the afternoon, and an opportunity now for out half Charlie O'Shea, who's been kicking quite well from the hands, and he's already made a very one simple conversion. This one's a little bit more difficult. It's just to the left of the goal, but he's sizing it up, and he will attempt to take Munster to 14 points. Makes a good connection. Touch judges like it, and it's gone over, and that's a conversion for Charlie O'Shea, his second conversion of this opening half. And that's a very, very good return for Munster, who move on to 14 points on limited possession. They've managed to do that, and I think that's just testament to their ability to create something from nothing. The opening try from the loose head prop, as we said, Christian Foley, that was followed by Callum Elwood's penalty at the opposite end. But now a brilliant block down from the number 12, inside centre Harry Murphy. He capitalised on that block down, was first to the ball and managed to force it over the line, and the resulting conversion means Munster lead Connacht here at Virgin Media Park in Cork in today's PWC Under-19 Interprovincial Clash on a scoreline of 14 points to 3. So plenty to ponder for Michael Harding, the head coach of the Connacht Under-19s, because his side have certainly seen plenty of the ball but not been able to do anything with it, and that's the difference. Callum Elwood starts us off again and restarts deep into the Munster 22, and it's taken on good challenge there to bring down Michael O'Sullivan, and out half Fionn Kearney will get it again, and Munster deciding to keep this in hand and try and build through the phases, but they've lost the ball. Once again, they've dived over. This is very, very untidy, and again Munster being penalised on their own 22, diving in over the ball. And I think on that occasion, Bobby Doherty, even though the ball had come loose, it looks like he's been penalised for that. And as a result, very similar to the first try, which was scored by Christian Foley, the immediate restart, great pressure from the Connacht pack, forcing Munster to turn over the ball on their own 22. And unlike the last occasion when Callum Elwood kicked the simple penalty, Connacht now sensing that this is an opportunity for them. They're going to go for a scrum instead. It's right in the middle of the pitch on the Munster 22, so a set move definitely coming here. What will Michael Harding's side come up with? We're about to find out. Scrum half with his hand on the ball at the moment. The Ballina RFC's Billy Rowan puts in, and it comes out very, very quickly, but the scrum half knocks it back. Callum Elwood takes the ball into possession, full back, spreads it wide to number 14, Paul Sharkey. He's been brought to the ground, or has he? He has now. Munster, no, he stayed up on his feet. That's really good work from him, and gained a good 5 or 6 yards there when he had 2 defenders on him. Billy Rowan again, fourth phase here now for Connacht. The ball, they spread it wide. Once again, they look to Paul Sharkey, very physical, number 14 for the visitors. Rowan spreads it inside again, and this time Elwood spills it. And did that go forward? No, referee's happy that it went backwards, and it's now Leo Anich who's bursting through, still deep in Munster territory. What can Connacht do with this possession? They badly need a score to keep in touch with the home side, trailing 14-3. They keep it in hand, and a good move there. Pasha Thiam taking it into contact. Michael Donnelly directing traffic at the base of that, and the ball once again, good repelling and good defending from Munster. They pushed them back a couple of yards, but it's still Connacht who are going through the motions here, happily retaining possession and looking for that opening. Now they spread it wide, and again Munster's defence really fast and up in their faces, and Connacht being made to work for every single yard here inside Munster's 21. Good tackling again, this time by number 7 Ian Martin. But Connacht still have it, and Rowan now at the base of that and spreads it wide. Elwood looks again up again very, very quickly. Munster's defence, their front foot defence, has been impressive, but Connacht somehow managed to retain the ball. Elwood decides to go wide to his winger Dylan Bruton. He loses the ball, however, and the referee's happy, and a good tackle. 2 very, very heavy tackles there, and the referee is going to give, I would imagine, a line out from that. But a good period of sustained pressure from Connacht, keeping the ball in hand, working the ball left and right of the Munster defence. And what was notable from that particular attack was the speed at which Munster's defence was up and in their faces. And it's a knock-on, so it's actually going to be the referee Mitchell Lidbury saying it was a knock-on there when Munster were looking to break, and it'll be another scrum for Connacht. But good upfront defence from Aidan McNulty's side here at Munster. They certainly have got 2 tries from pretty much nowhere and created them themselves. One a block down, one a breakaway from the loose head prop. And despite having nowhere near as much possession as their opponents, it is Munster who lead 14-3, but they've been on the defensive now for the past few minutes, and it's a chance again for Connacht at the base of this scrum. Billy Rowan will put in, and they'll look to go from wide on the left. Another set move. Referee's not happy, and the 2 front rows, the Munster front rows, being spoken to. I'm sure it's just about their stance and just getting set up properly before the referee whistles. He has already penalised Connacht in the scrum, so he is certainly not going to stand on any ceremonies. The binding looks untidy, but it could do, and here we go. Rowan puts in at the base of the scrum. It's Oisin McNicholas who sets it off. Elwood sends it wide. Good tackle again, but the ball has been worked to Paul Sharkey. He has an overlap, and he gets the ball to the left wing. It's Dylan Bruton. Dylan looking to get on the outside, and he's done that on a good saving tackle. Superb saving tackle from Ian Martin. Not the first time we've said, and that is not the first time we've said that today. Martin getting through a huge amount of work there, but brilliant, brilliant move from Connacht. They spread the ball wide, and when it came to their left winger, Dylan Bruton, he evaded one challenge, but he could not evade the attentions of Ian Martin, who took him down. And it's now Munster who will have a line out just in front, or midway between their try line and the 22. In it goes, and a good take from Fionn O'Mara, and once again Munster look to bring the ball out, and that all action display so far from Ian Martin continues. Scrum half Fionn Carney now, will he clear his lines? No, he goes back to his out half. Charlie O'Shea and a good relieving kick, and that was good stuff from Munster. Has it gone out? It has now gone out according to the touch judge on the far side. So good response there from Munster, really good attack from one wing right across the pitch to the other through the hands. Connacht getting in on the far side, and it was their winger, their number 12, Dylan Bruton from Buccaneers evading one challenge, would have been in for a try, but for a try-saving tackle from Ian Morton, and from that the resulting line-out, Munster have brought play back up towards their own 10-metre line, but it is Connacht once again who will go this time to a shortened line-out and look to spring another attack. Ball is well handled there from Liam Call. It's knocked down and across we go once again. Look away pass, but that one has been lost in contact, and now a chance for Munster to counter-attack, and they do that. They work the ball wide to their full-back. Conal Kernan is under a bit of pressure, but he resets brilliantly. Kernan evades one challenge and takes play up towards halfway. Good stuff there from the full-back. Munster once again happy to take the ball into contact, and they've crossed the halfway line. Brilliant work there from Jamie Conway. Ball works out to Charlie O'Shea, but in taking a player out inside it, and because of that, removing a player from that illegally, Munster have been penalised, and that is disappointing because once again they almost gave themselves a platform for another attack. Instead, it's an infringement, and the result is a penalty to Connacht. We are here in Virgin Media Park in Cork today. You're watching on the Munster Access platform. 23 minutes gone in the PWC Under-19 Interprovincial game. Munster enjoying the better start. Connacht enjoying the better start, but it's Munster who lead on the scoreboard, 14 points to 3. 2 tries, one from Christian Foley, converted by Charlie O'Shea. The other from Harry Murphy, a block down and a try, and O'Shea also converting that. Callum Elwood is the only Connacht player on the scoreboard, as I said, thus far from a penalty. Now, an opportunity just outside the Munster 22, and Jack Pollard, whose delivery from these lineouts has been spot on so far today. But what are they going to do? Will he look for Liam Cahill once again, or will he go to the base? It is Cahill, and he takes it, and that's very, very tidy and well done. This time they break away, and it's Charlie Keane, the captain, but he's very heavily tackled. Ruan again, the scrum half, he's been quite active. Is that a knock on? Referee's happy that it isn't, and once again Munster's defence in their face, and there is excellent work by Munster's Dara Prenter, once again first up, forcing the issue, forcing the turnover, and it's really been a half of turnovers from both sides. Both representative sides' defences has certainly been on the front foot, looking to make or force mistakes, and they've certainly done quite a lot of that. Charlie O'Shea's relieving kick brings play back up just towards halfway, and an opportunity for Munster have just gone past the halfway mark of this opening half in the PWC Under-19 Interprovincial clash between Munster and Connacht. And what can Munster do now from their own line out here, just on the halfway line underneath the main stand? It's a good ball, it's a great delivery, super delivery once again from Darragh Prenter. The ball goes wide to scrum half. Phil Carney, who sets things in motion. Munster bring it up to halfway. They look now to go left up the short side, and a good performance once again from Michael O'Sullivan. He's getting through a huge amount of work in this opening half as well. Keeping it in hand, Munster slowly working their way through the phases, being patient this time and working the ball back now. Charlie O'Shea out half again. He keeps the ball in hand. It's swung wide, but it's a little bit loose, and that's going to have to take it's asking a lot of wing Calum Hart, but he's done very, very well, Calum Hart, to keep that in play. Good stuff from the winger. And now an opportunity once again for Munster to start off. Fionn Carney starts another phase. Munster looking to get forward, getting bodies at the bottom of that ruck. And they have numbers, and they're looking just to set up. I think this looks like it's going to be a relieving kick, and it is from Fionn Carney. It's a high testing ball, but it's very well taken by Joseph Smith, but unfortunately his pass to Paul Sharkey results in a knock on. So the fullback had done everything right. Sharkey just a little bit over eager. He's upset with himself, but look, these things happen. The knock on unfortunately now presents Munster with an opportunity on the Connacht 10-metre line. We will have a short delay there because we have an injury to Charlie Donnelly for Munster, and he is the second row. He's just taken a bit of a knock, and he's been assessed, as you can see here, and he doesn't look in too much bother, but probably a stinger on the shoulder. Hopefully that's all it is. As we said, it is now coming up onto 27 minutes here today at the PWC Under-19 Interprovincial clash at Virgin Media Park. It is Munster 14, it is Connacht 3. A try from loosehead prop Christian Foley and a conversion from Charlie O'Shea put Munster 7-0 up after 10 minutes. Callum Elwood split the post from a penalty to reduce the deficit 3 minutes later, but then deep in Connacht territory, an attempted clearance was blocked down by number 12 Harry Murphy. He collected the loose ball and crossed the line before Charlie O'Shea made the conversion to make it 14-3 in Munster's favour. It's been a little untidy, it's been a little haphazard at times, but both teams are finally settling to it now. We have a really, really good game where defences, I think it's fair to say, have been on top all the way through. Charlie O'Shea now, the out half for Munster, kicking deep inside the Connacht 22, and an opportunity for Munster once again to launch from a line out, attack their opponents on this right wing and see what they can come up with. Dara Prenter is the guy about to throw it in. He'd be looking to aim for either Fionamara, and it is indeed Fionamara. Good take, and it's a maul, and Munster driving forward now. That's a very, very well executed maul, and the ball is worked back to and across the hands. That's good. Charlie O'Shea with the outside of the boot. The wind seemed to catch that a little bit, and unfortunately Caleb Hart was unable to capitalise, but instead fullback Conal Kernan has done brilliantly now right on the line, and it's pushed in, and Charlie O'Shea crosses. A super play between the two out halves there. The Fionn Kearney at the base of that ruck, super pass at full speed. Charlie O'Shea crossing the line after 27 minutes, and that is Munster's third try of the afternoon. Brilliant work to begin with from O'Shea, spreading it across the pitch with the outside of his boot. Caleb Hart, the winger, looking to get his hands on it. It bounced in favour of Conal Kernan. He took the ball into contact, and from the resulting ruck, brilliant work from Fionn Kearney to set up his fellow halfback Charlie O'Shea for Munster's third try of the afternoon. And the same player, O'Shea, as you can see, just taking a drink of water, and it's offered to the referee, so he's glad of it as well. So wide on the left wing here on the Connacht 22. Munster currently leading now at the moment 19-3, but this is an opportunity for O'Shea to get his third conversion. This is probably the most difficult of the three kicks he's had this afternoon, but as he looks at the posts and lines it up, short run up, sounded like a good connection, and it is super conversion from the Munster number 10, and what a game he's having and the influence he's having. It's 21-3 in Munster's favour in the opening half of this PwC under-19 interprovincial clash. You're watching live on the Access Munster platform with us here at Virgin Media Park, and so far it has been a very, very good opening half for Munster. Didn't start off particularly well, but they've absolutely rebounded brilliantly. Lead 21-3. Callum Elwood restarts the game, and Munster take the ball, and that's good work from Bobby Doherty. Fionn Kearney, scrum half, and once again now Munster getting more and more comfortable with taking the ball in hand and going through the phases. Good defence, nothing being given away by Connacht. I think it's fair to say both teams are working for every inch of ground that they've earned today. Now a high testing kick, and it's taken well, excellently by fullback Joseph Smith. He almost lost it, but that's the second high ball he's done really well with, and as a result he gives his team a chance to go through the phases up through the middle of the pitch. Oisin McNicholas taking the ball into contact and presenting it for his scrum half Billy Rowan. Ball to Elwood. Munster once again, really tight defence and up in Connacht's faces, and that's superb defensive work by the entire Munster line there, right on the halfway line, not giving their opponents an absolute inch or a second just to settle, and the referee has indicated that that is going to be a penalty in Munster's favour. And Charlie O'Shea, the out half, finds touch midway between the 10 metre line and the 22 metre line, deep in Connacht's half, and a game that started off very well for Connacht has turned as we hit the half-hour mark here at Virgin Media Park, because it's the home side who lead 21-3. 3 converted tries. Christian Foley, Harry Murphy and Charlie O'Shea, and O'Shea, the out half, also converting all 3 of those, and it's been an excellent start from the home team. Now a chance once again from a line out. Dara Prenter puts in, and it goes to the back, but the referee is not happy with that, and it's a free kick in favour of Connacht. So it looks like a quick restart here from Elwood, or will he look to find touch? Free kick there, and he's touched it, and off we go. Connacht now looking to get something going here in the latter stages of this opening half at Virgin Media Park. Charlie Keane, their captain, who has had a very influential game thus far, but Connacht, for all their possession, they need another couple of scores at least before half time. They don't want to give Munster too big a lead heading into the second period. Once again, quick hands, a little bit unexpected, but they've worked it well. Excellent work there from Thomas Sheehan to take the ball into contact and draw a few Munster defenders. Once again, Munster swarm defence right up in Connacht's faces. They drive them back. Is that another turnover? No, it looks like Billy Ryan is going to have it, and he does. Elwood now scanning the pitch, decides to keep it in hand as Rory Lyons gains a few precious yards. Connacht looking to get out of their own half, but Munster once again forcing the issue, and great tackling. No time for Rowan to do anything there, and that's excellent defence. It's something I've been repeating, I think, since the beginning of the opening half, but it's true. Elwood this time elects to kick, and with this strengthening window, that's a tester, but it's brilliantly taken by Conall Kernan. Very tidily done, and he presents the ball for Fionn Kearney, and once again Munster will look to go through the hands now. O'Shea up the narrow side, and number 7 as well, Ian Martin. What a game he's had already, carrying and tackling. Been one of Munster's most influential players, but on this occasion Munster are penalised for not releasing, and good defence there. Callum Elwood, one of the Connacht players involved there, and the visitors looking to force the issue now, heading towards the break and try and get some bit of territory and possibly launch a late attack to keep them in this game, which at the moment is 21-3 in Munster's favour. The PwC Interprovincial Under-19 series. And that's a good long kick, but it has not found touch. And Munster fullback Conall Kernan will have all the time in the world, and he hoists a huge kick back in and out of touch. That's very well done by him, and he's brought play up to the 10-metre line just inside the Munster half. And it will be Connacht once again from the coming line. Jack Pollard, the Buccaneers player, will be eager, I'm sure, to launch something from this position. So it's not like Connacht haven't played badly, they just haven't had, I think, been as clinical inside the 22 as Munster have. As soon as Munster have had a sniff of a try on both occasions, they've broken through, and then a third one in the last few minutes there. So Connacht really do need to get something on the board and keep this one going. Good take from Oisin McNicholas. It's spread wide again now for Thomas Sheehan. He's going to set this up, going through the hands. Referee had his hand out there. I think it may well be advantage anyway. We'll have to check that one now again. Ruan, the scrum half, keeping the ball in hand, but once again Munster meeting Connacht's attack. Vigorous defence here, and in their faces as well at every opportunity. Ball is worked to Thomas Cotton. He's looking to make ground, but he's not going to make any ground there because super tackling from Fionn O'Mara, but the referee's not happy with that, and he's given another opportunity, and he's going to have a chat, I think, with his touch judge. We'll see what this is in relation to now, but the referee from Zimbabwe, Mitchell Enderby, is not happy, and it looks like he's going to have a brief conversation, and it is with Munster's Fionn O'Mara, maybe a bit overzealous in the tackle in that particular moment. Charlie O'Shea giving him a tap, saying well done anyway, and Munster not too bothered by it. It's 21-3, and as we head towards the end of this opening half, Connacht now kicking deep into Munster territory, and they desperately need a score, any kind of score. They don't want to go in with this deficit at the break. It might just be a mountain too high to climb, but a try or even a penalty or something to give them hope would certainly re-energise what has been, I suppose, a scrappy performance by them. They've looked good when they've gotten in deep into Munster territory, but have turned it over far too often, as opposed to Munster. Anytime they've been in deep in the scoring zone, they have made sure and got 3 tries to their name. Now here's a great crash ball there from Connacht, Leo Anich, and they take it forward again, but the ball is lost in contact. Referee is his hand out anyway, and it's going to be a penalty to Munster irrespective of what accrues from this, but an opportunity maybe late in the half. Charlie O'Shea sees a gap, and a good relieving kick from the Munster number 10, taken well. Once again, we've said it on numerous occasions, Joseph Smith handling the slow fullback has done well. Now here comes the winger, Dylan Bruton. Super break from Bruton. Oh, he tried to chip through, but it was blocked down, and it didn't work out. But a fantastic break, and just shows you the pace that's in these backs, these Connacht backs. They certainly can hurt Munster if you give them an opportunity. Elwood now on the ball, taken forward by Liam Cahill into contact, and the referee's got his hand out again. Elwood again. Look at the speed of the Munster defence there. They certainly weren't giving Dylan Bruton a second opportunity to make the break like he just did. Super break from the winger to cut across the pitch, and only a blocked down kick through there that might well have resulted in a try. But as it stands, referee's not happy, and it's going to be a opportunity for Callum Elwood to kick deep into Munster territory towards the end of this opening half. And they've been pushing now for quite a while, Connacht, but they haven't been able to break through this excellent Munster defence. the speed and the tenacity of which has denied Connacht any try-scoring opportunity. And at the opposite end, they've been clinical when the opportunities have arose and gotten 3 tries off their own. For Connacht, Jack Pollard has a quick chat with his front row partner, Rory Lyons from Westport. And the line-out has been very tidy from Connacht today. They've certainly had plenty of opportunities from this particular platform. It goes through the hands. Thomas Sheehan takes it into contact, but repelled again, coming up to the 22. Chance for Billy Rowan now to launch again, but Munster, referee, just having a good look at that, but it's their 4th phase of possession here, Connacht, and they will really want to come away with some points from this, but they don't, because yet again, Munster getting in, getting down and dirty and doing the fundamentals brilliantly. Michael O'Sullivan on this occasion, the number 8, forcing a turnover just once again when Connacht were on the front foot and looking like they were going to make a breakthrough. The Munster number 8 forcing that error and getting that turnover, which now gives them an opportunity to launch yet again. Charlie O'Shea an opportunity to clear his lines from just outside his own 22. Just one of the Connacht players, I think it is indeed Leo Anich, was just having a look there. I think he might have taken a knock in that just when he was when he was penalised for that last indiscretion. And as a result, from the kick out, Charlie O'Shea has now launched that one over the line, and it will be a line out to Munster on their 10-metre line towards the end of this opening half. We've got some very young Munster supporters joining us here in the gantry, very happy with the way things are going so far, no doubt. Looking very, very happy and keeping an eye on proceedings, as they should be, because as we reach the point of the first half, it is Munster 21, it is Connacht 3. It's been scrappy to begin with. I suppose the highlights of this half thus far have been the 3 opportunities that Munster have created. They've been clinical when they've had those scores, got over the line and converted each of them. Charlie O'Shea having an excellent game at out half. It's not to say that Connacht haven't had their opportunities. They've certainly been in good scoring positions deep in Munster territory, but just not able to make it count. Now, a final opportunity perhaps as we head towards half-time here at Virgin Media Park. You're watching on the Access Munster platform with us here. 21 Munster, 3 Connacht. Billy Rowan from the base of the scrum goes wide to Callum Elwood. A good hands going through the phases here, and an opportunity for Paul Sharkey to do something. Munster hunting in packs and dragging him down. He's over the 10-metre line, and a chance for Rowan again to launch once again. Elwood, good pass, spin ball, and here goes Liam Cahill into contact. Munster there in numbers yet again. Anich now trying his luck, pushing off one defender but getting nowhere as Munster are there once again, presenting the ball. Good phase, good control here now from Connacht. Can they make it count? Because they definitely saw a good hit from the Munster number 2, Dara Prenter, to force Connacht back. Elwood, and again up in their faces Munster, but I think on that occasion I think it was offside. Just a little bit too over ambitious in that one. A little bit too excited perhaps, but good to see that the defence in their faces. And Connacht, for all the possession that they've had, they've just not had enough time to do anything with it, and I think that's testament to the way Munster have performed and defended. Now Kernan, again the fullback, takes it out and kicks it into touch to end the opening half of today's PWC Under-19 interprovincial clash between Munster and Connacht. And at the break here at Virgin Media Park, it is Munster who lead 21-3. The loosehead prop Christian Foley crossed the line after 10 minutes. Charlie O'Shea converted to make it 7-0. Callum Elwood responded from a penalty to reduce the deficit after 13 minutes. Following that, a block down by Harry Murphy, and he picked up the loose ball and crossed the line before O'Shea converted once again to make it 14-3. And the Munster players are clapped off because their third try from Charlie O'Shea and a subsequent conversion made it 21-3 after 29 minutes. And since then it's been attritional, it's been fractious. But at the break here on the Access Munster platform, it is Munster 21, it is Connacht 3. And they're looking forward to a second half now in which the home side will look to add to that total, and Connacht certainly will look to bounce back. We'll be back with you very, very shortly for the second half of today's PWC Under-19 interprovincial clash between between Munster and Connacht. So please stay tuned and join us again very, very shortly. Welcome back to Virgin Media Park here in Cork for the second half of today's PWC Under-19 Interprovincial clash between Munster and Connacht. At the break, it is Munster who lead, as you can see there, by 21 points to 3. Charlie O'Shea converted an early Christian Foley try after 10 minutes. That was responded to by Callum Elwood with a penalty for Connacht, and following that, a block down by Harry Murphy, and he crossed the line as the Munster team return here for the second half. That made it 14-3, and then Charlie O'Shea crossing the line himself, the out half. He's having quite the game, converted his own try to make it 21-3 at the break to Munster. Really, really good performance from the home team. Connacht have had plenty of possession, but the in-your-face defence from Munster has forced numerous turnovers. It's been that kind of game where turnovers have ruled the roost, untidy at times, but we've seen plenty of action. We've seen three excellent, well-converted tries, and lots to look forward to in the second half as the Munster out half and captain Charlie O'Shea restarts us here at Virgin Media Park. You're watching on the Access Munster platform. PWC Under-19 Interprovincial clash between Munster and Connacht, and away we go for the second half. On his own 22-metre line, Leo Anich takes the ball back into possession for them and immediately wins a penalty for his side. And that would be an opportunity, a chance for Callum Elwood, son of former Irish rugby international Eric Elwood, of course, a famous name from the past in Irish and Connacht circles. And it's Callum with the kick, and it's a good relieving one, and it brings us up just over halfway, and an opportunity, platform that's worked very well for them today, and some very, very good delivery from Jack Pollard, the Buccaneers man, and a good platform for Connacht throughout this particular game, in consultation there with Rory Lyons to see what they'll do. They certainly have a number of targets to aim for. It's usually been Liam Cahill, but could well be Oisin McNicholas here as well. McNicholas goes forward, and on this occasion they vary it. It goes to number 6, Pasha Thiam. Ball comes through to hands. Callum Elwood looks to his backs, and once again, look how quickly Munster are up. No room, no time for Connacht to start off, and that's excellent work there from Robert Carney, the Munster number 13. The visitors have the ball on their own 10-metre line. It's moved back through the hands once again. And we have a replacement on in Charlie O'Carroll. He's the Buccaneers scrum half. He's come on in the second half now as Connacht look to break. Good work from Charlie O'Shea, gathering the ball. The scrum half and Carney is there very, very quickly. And a burst from Jamie Conway. Look at this. Look at the strength of this. Oh, and just the offload. Just a small bit up, but super, super break from Jamie Conway. He's upset with himself, but he should be very, very happy with the manner in which he gathered that ball. Burst through the Connacht defence. The offload just wasn't accurate enough, and as a result of that, we will have I think we're going to have a stoppage now, because I think one of the Munster players may be injured or maybe not. But number 21, Charlie O'Carroll from Buccaneers, I think he is on, and he's got his hands on the ball. You can see him there. He has replaced the scrum half, Billy Rowan, who did very, very well in that opening half in this position. And he'll be looking now to make an impact himself. He's already been on the ball a couple of times, even in these early stages of the second half, at a dull and overcast Virgin Media Park. But it is still perfect conditions for rugby. Munster leading here 21 points to 3, and full value for that lead as you watch us here on the Access Munster platform. Referee will not be happy with that scrum. Collapsed on the opposite side there, as he's made his mark there again. Michael Donnelly from Castlebar going up against Munster's loose head prop Christian Foley, who has already got a try to his name in the opening half. He opened the scoring after 10 minutes for Munster, so he's certainly made an impact on today's proceedings. A chance now for the referee, as we've mentioned on a couple of occasions already, from Zimbabwe, Mitchell Enderby. He'll be looking for a much tidier connection here between the two packs for this scrum, and he's not, and he's given a free kick immediately, and it's a quick tap and go from Charlie O'Carroll. Paul Sharkey taking the ball into contact, but Munster there once again in numbers, and once again not releasing. Simple errors that are really hurting Connacht throughout this, and it's the Munster number 8 who comes up with the ball in the end. Michael O'Sullivan, he's had an excellent match as well, but the ability for Munster to get to the breakdown in numbers and get there at speed, that's been the big difference between these two teams. There's plenty of talent in that Connacht team. They're just not getting any room or space to do anything with it. And Charlie O'Shea's kick takes Munster halfway between the 22 and try line, and they will have a line out now for Dara Prenter to throw in, and he'll look to probably Fionn O'Mara or possibly Bobby Doherty from this one. And it's a good delivery, and it's a maul, and Munster have it. and they'll now look to push on. And at the base of that maul, Dara Prenter holding the ball. Good work here from Munster. Connacht having to draw in additional numbers to try and stop this, but it's been very, very tidy. Have they gone the full way around? They have, and they're still in possession as they force their way forward. Brilliant, brilliant rolling maul here, and over the try line. Excellent work from Munster. And I do believe it's number 2, Dara Prenter, the second of the front row, believe it or not, to score a try this afternoon. Super effort from him from the line out, from the maul, driving it over the line. Really good execution and good work from Munster there. And after 33 minutes, the home side have increased their lead thanks to that try from Dara Prenter, taking the ball from the line out, keeping the maul going, keeping it moving, keeping it bound, of course, which is the key thing, and getting up to that try line. And even though Connacht got extra numbers back, they were unable to stop Dara Prenter from touching down for Munster's 4th try of the afternoon, and a superbly worked score from the pack. His fellow front row, of course, had scored earlier on as well, and that was number 1, Christian Foley. Now we'll have a lot of, I would imagine, in the second half, a lot of changes going on from both sides. We'll keep up to them as much as we can as we watch Charlie O'Shea curl that beautiful conversion. What a player this guy is. The Munster number 10. Excellent score to take Munster's total up now to 28 points to 3. And that's a superb score from the out half. 28-3 in Munster's favour. Best possible start to the second half for the home team. And I'm sure Aidan McNulty will be delighted with his side that they've started off so well, and deservedly getting that try there. Now, big long. And did that go forward? Referee's happy enough that it went back from the restart, and Munster will have possession. Connacht looking to get over the ball, but Munster recycle it, and Charlie O'Shea acting as a temporary scrum half, keeping the ball in hand now. Home side will be looking to move through the phases and immediately clear their lines. It's a good, and just a momentary lapse from Charlie O'Shea. Referee's not happy anyway, and I think he's going to give a penalty, and he has given a penalty to the Munster team just inside their 22, and an opportunity for O'Shea. Just his first momentary lapse of the afternoon. He taking his eye momentarily off the ball, and instead from the resulting penalty, he has found touch on the far side, just coming up to the halfway line, and a chance once again now for Munster to launch something from the line out, which has worked out very, very well for them today. Dara Prenter will be the guy putting in this particular line out, and he has plenty of targets to aim for. Not least Bobby Doherty, number 6. Looks like he's going to be the recipient. He is. And once again, it's a good ball. Was he taken down? He wasn't. Referee's happy with that. Munster keeping the ball in hand, going through the phases, through the backs. And a good move here from Conor Carnan. Look at that for superb. Oh no, it's not. It's 14. It's Alex O'Connell. What a move from O'Connell. Super layoff. And a chance for the left wing, Callum Hart, to come back inside. Brilliant, brilliant move from number 14 there. Alex O'Connell putting on the afterburners, clearing a couple of tackles. And as a result, Munster now deep in Connacht territory, and a chance to take the ball into contact. Scrum half John Carney spinning it, and Connacht's defence is holding out just at the moment, but the referee is not happy, and it's a turnover, and moving the player out of that illegally, and as a result it will be an opportunity lost for Munster. But what a fantastic move from Alex O'Connell, the wing coming in, or the centre coming through there. Fantastic move from him, bursting through the tackles. A chance for Callum Hart. He wasn't able to get inside the defender on this occasion, and it's Connacht who clear their lines and bring play up to midway between the 22 and the 10 metre line. Munster also have a replacement on. Christopher Barrett, number 21, is on, and that's the last action today we'll see of number 9 John Carney. He had a good game, scrum half, very influential, great delivery. He should be pleased with his outing. He's been a replacement, number 21 Christopher Barrett, who comes in there. You can see him at the base, or just at the top of that particular line out. Now an opportunity again for Connacht. Force the turnover under pressure there. Their defence will be pleased with that, but they're 28-3 down. They really got to get going. Oh, that didn't look like it was meant to go, but it worked. It didn't, untidy to put it mildly, but from their own line out, Connacht survive, and Charlie Keane taking the ball, and now they'll look to set it up once again and just get outside 122. And the scrum half, Charlie O'Connell, who's looked like a ball of energy since he's come in. Elwood at the base, and that looked like a knock on. Unfortunately, the pass wasn't to hand, knocked on, and just after forcing a turnover of their own, now Connacht face the prospect of another set piece. From Munster's point of view, referee's got his hand in the air, and we have an injury to one of the Connacht players. And while that is being attended to, we can tell you that you're very welcome to the Access Munster platform this afternoon here, live from Virgin Media Park. This game between in the PwC Under-19 Interprovincial Championship involving Munster and Connacht. It's Munster who hold the lead of 28-3 at the moment, and are certainly full value for that. You can see as well just on camera now, we're zooming in, great work by Johnny, our cameraman. That is Neil Cronin, former Ireland and Munster scrum half, who's heavily involved with this Under-19 team as part of Aidan McNulty's team, passing on his vast knowledge to the players. And what a player to have at your disposal for the province. Cronin, former Irish international and Munster scrum half, and really, really good to see him, and one of many, many ex-players still heavily involved with the province. And when you've got that level of expertise and that level of commitment, it is fantastic to see it, and good to see him involved, coming on there, having a chat with the backs and just reminding them of what they want to do and how they want to execute and what they might do from the base of this particular scrum. Our Zimbabwean referee, Mitchell Enderby, makes his mark for the two front rows to set. And the two scrums and packs will now get ready, and this is an opportunity also for Munster's replacement scrum half Christopher Barrett to get his first put in, and we'll see some sort of potential set move coming from the base of this scrum. And Munster looking to build on this lead, 28-3 ahead in this PwC Under-19 Interprovincial clash here at Virgin Media Park. You're watching us on the Access Munster platform. Scrum is very, very solid, and that gives Christopher Barrett an opportunity to spin the ball wide, which he does. It goes through the hands, and once again seeing a lot of the ball, Caleb Hart, and taking it into contact, breaking a couple of tackles inside the 22 now, again through the hands. Munster working it brilliantly over to Alex O'Connell. What a second half he's had, and O'Connell crosses the line, fully deserves that try. Brilliant work from Munster from the base of the scrum right through the hands all the way across. And number 14, Alex O'Connell, crossing for Munster for their 5th try of the afternoon. Super work from Munster after 46 minutes here at Virgin Media Park. They have extended their lead, and that was a very, very well worked effort from the base of the scrum. The replacement scrum half, number 21, Christopher Barrett, going through the backs. Charlie O'Shea involved, Robert Carney as well. But when it came to Alex O'Connell, we saw that fantastic burst from him earlier on when he went across the pitch, outpaced about 4 or 5 different players with a huge burst of speed. Super effort from him, and he has just crossed for Munster's 5th try of the afternoon to extend their lead to 33 points to 3. It's a case now, I think, of damage limitation for Connacht, the way things are going. A lot of subs and replacements warming up on the sideline. We're going to see quite a few changes, I would imagine, in the closing quarter. We'll keep abreast of as many as we can, as Charlie O'Shea lines up the most difficult of his 5 conversions. He's already got a try himself. The out half from wide on the right has got this one. Superb 100% record. What a day Charlie O'Shea is having. What a player this guy is. The out half there, brilliant conversion, and that takes Munster's total to 35-3. Fully in command now, and as Connacht ring the changes, they brought out a couple of players there and a couple of replacements. We'll go through their names as soon as they get in possession, but it's the end of the day today for Jack Pollard, and one of his teammates has gone off there as we restart inside the 10-metre line, Munster's own 10-metre line, the base of a ruck. They look to restart again. Munster leading here, PwC Under-19 Interprovincial clash, 35 points to 3. And the man who scored that try, Alex O'Connell, look at him go. Oh, very unlucky once again, breaking 3 tackles there, and the kick through very, very nearly coming off, and he's won and helped Munster force another error from this team. But Alex O'Connell, what a performance this guy has put in, not just in the last few minutes, but he's been very, very dangerous whenever in possession, and he's looked like one of those players that Connacht really and truly have to keep a very, very close leash on, because he has looked devastating with his pace coming from across the pitch, or whenever he's managed to get his hands on the ball. Certainly a player to watch out for here, and Alex O'Connell has made his mark by adding Munster's 5th try. A line out now on the 22, and an opportunity for the home team as they go in search of their 6th try of the afternoon. This one has been stolen, and stolen well, by Connacht. They bring the ball back. Owen Norton, who's one of the replacements, he gathers and numbers back there, and an opportunity for replacement scrum half Charlie O'Carroll. Is he going to kick? I think the wise thing to do here is to kick this, or is he going to lay it back? No, it looks like he's going to kick it, and he clears his lines well, brings the ball up to the 10-metre line, where the man we've been speaking about, Alex O'Connell, Pulls the ball back inside. An opportunity for fullback Conall Kernan, another guy with plenty of pace, taking the ball into contact, crosses the 10-metre line, and it's a chance now for Munster at the base to move the ball again, and that's a good run from Michael Frawley, another replacement. He takes the ball forward, and he just managed to hold on to it. Christopher Barrett. It's not a knock-on super stuff here once again from Munster, deep inside territory. Jamie Conway breaking tackles, spun out wide. Charlie O'Shea with a little kick through. Caleb Hart. Oh, did he touch it down? Oh, I don't think so, but he was very close. Great effort from Hart. I think he injured himself in that moment, but a super move once again. And a player, Jamie Conway, who's had an excellent game from Munster today, breaking through the centre there, the tight head prop. Super move from him. 2 more replacements coming on for Munster. Number 17, Ronan Ryan, and number 22, that is Mark Hetherington. And the players that are coming off, we're just going to see him coming off there, but well played by Munster there. Charlie O'Shea, the scrum half, or the out half once again, kicking deep over the line. And the man we just spoke about, the final act of the day for Jamie Conway, he's one of the guys coming off. His breakthrough there, unfortunately for Caleb Hart, he wasn't able to touch down. But instead, Callum Elwood will restart us from inside his own scoring zone, up high, and it's gathered by the Munster number 8, Michael O'Sullivan. He takes the ball into contact. Numbers there for Munster, and a chance now again to spin the ball wide, and they haven't been afraid to do that today. It's resulted in 5 tries and some excellent approach work. Great stuff here from Christopher Barrett, the scrum half, who's come on, and he's certainly been a live wire. Connacht looking to get numbers across, but it is Munster who take the ball through the phases. Good controlled aggression, but on this occasion, just as I said, number 16 Michael Frawley is penalised, and because of that, Connacht have a relieving tap and go, which is taken by number 21 scrum half Charlie O'Carroll. Spins it wide for Thomas Sheehan, and what will Connacht do with this? They'll attempt to kick forward, but to no avail, and that will be Munster's ball on the sideline once again, just outside the 10-metre line on the far side of the pitch, and an opportunity for another attack from the Munster hooker, and that is Dara Prenter, who's had a fine game himself, crossing for a try, and been very accurate with his throwing for the majority of the day, and the line-out has been a very positive attribute for this Munster team, and they look to use it again. And another replacement, Oscar Vitalins, is in there, but it's number 4 Fiona Mara who takes the ball, a little loose with the pass, but it's gathered. And the home side look to spin it wide once again. Charlie O'Shea, the out half, he gives it wide. There's the full back, and here's number 22 Mark Hetherington looking to break. Oh, very nearly got it away there, but just stopped at the last minute by a late tackle. Munster again in the middle of the pitch now, and unfortunately it looked like, and yes, not binding, and taking a player out. So that's going to be a penalty against replacement Oscar Vitalins. And a chance and a breather, and a welcome one, I would imagine, as well, for this Connacht team to clear their lines. Had very little opportunity to attack in the second half. They were down 21-3 at the break before Dara Prenter crossed for Munster's 4th try. Charlie O'Shea converted, and then a brilliant move ended with Alex O'Connell crossing the whitewash to make it 35-3 win, the 5th conversion from Charlie O'Shea, who's been immaculate with the boot today, has pushed Munster into an unassailable lead. So what exactly can Connacht do now from this opportunity? 2 replacements having a chat there, Owen Naughton and Donna Kilcommons. It'll be Naughton to throw it in. Referee's not happy that the players aren't back to requisite distance, admonishing Ronan Ryan there. But we'll see what the visitors can do from this particular set piece. And a good rob by Munster, super stuff there. And the home side now going through the hands, and they've kept it. And a good kick from Harry Murphy, saw the gap and pushing number 14 for Connacht, Paul Sharkey back, and his good high relieving kick is gathered once again though by Munster, and they will start off once again. Harry Murphy springing away. Charlie O'Shea now in the middle of the park, having a look, looking to see can he do something. Breaks the first tackle and presents the ball superbly for his teammates to move forward once again. Connacht there in numbers, but it's Munster who get the ball back. Christopher Barrett, the replacement scrum half, sets in motion another phase of play. Charlie O'Shea calling for it, taking it. That looked a little forward, and the referee thought so too. It was a knock on anyway from Robert Carney. Disappointing there, because Munster looked like they were about to do something very interesting from that particular spot, but it didn't work out, and as a result we have 2 more replacements coming on. Number 22 and 23. 22 is Finan Strain from Corinthians, and Ronan O'Connor from Sligo RFC. They're coming on, and we're saying that's enough for today from Dylan Bruton, the wing for Connacht there, you can see him going off. He had a very, very good, a decent game. And for Connacht, look, at this particular juncture, the game is pretty much won. It's a case of just trying to get some possession, trying to get some scores and trying to alleviate the pressure. But it has been, since the start of the second half, 21-3 down at the break. Connacht, concession of 2 tries to Darragh Prenter, and Alex O'Connell has them on the back foot. Now a scrum and an opportunity for the visitors at the base of that scrum. Oisin McNicholl starts another move which takes them over the 10-metre line. Munster there and over the ball. Referee's happy though that Connacht have done enough. Once again, look at the swarm defence. Munster right in their faces, and Connacht under pressure here, but good play from Ronan O'Connor to get out of trouble there and present the ball. And Connacht will look for it again. Oh, it was a tough one behind Callum Elwood, and he really didn't have much choice there. Pass came at him and he was already ahead of it. It's a knock on, and it's a chance once again now inside the 22 for Munster to capitalise on an enforced error. And again, we've mentioned it, it's been one of the biggest talking points and comments and attributes of this particular Munster performance, is the manner in which and the speed at which they've gotten into the faces of the Connacht team. It has forced numerous turnovers, and because of that, possession has been untidy for them. Conor Galvin is on the side and looks like he's coming on, and he, number 19 there, he's just getting ready. And it looks like he's going to replace number 14, Alex O'Connell. What a game he had. A fantastic try to cap a really eye-catching performance. Super performance, not just in the second half, but the right wing certainly can be pleased with his display today, and capped it off with a brilliant try, which was converted by Charlie O'Shea, his 5th conversion after 46 minutes. And that gives Munster the lead of 35 points to 3 here at Virgin Media Park. Put in from replacement scrum half Christopher Barrett at the base of the scrum. Munster wheel away, and it's a good move. Charlie O'Shea is looking outside, and just at the last minute, Mark Hetherington couldn't take it on at full pelt. Would have been in for a certain try, and the pace of Hetherington certainly would have taken him over the line. Disappointment there on the last minute execution, but once again the 2 out halves, Christopher Barrett and the man we've been talking about most of the day, Charlie O'Shea, just not able to execute at the last minute, and as a result it's a clearing kick and a welcome one outside the 10-metre line for Connacht. Munster's Harry Murphy was eager to get going there, but on this occasion he's been thought better of it, and we will have yet another line out for Munster. Line out has been very clean today, and a lot of that is down to the delivery of the man coming off there now, and that is number 2, and that is Darragh Prenter. What a game he's had. He got a try as well along with his loose head prop. Super game by him today, and he'll be very pleased with that performance. Michael Frawley has taken over the duties from the line out. The hooker will look to launch this one in. It's a bit untidy at the base of that number 19. Michael Smith capitalises, and now what can Connacht do? A rare mistake, and the hand is out from the referee, so they have an extra. They will have an advantage here, and they can do something different. They've gone through the hands brilliantly, and they've worked the ball wide to Fintan Strain. He's cut inside, looking to straighten up once again, up to the halfway line. Good defence from Munster. When an overlap, just for a second, looked like it might happen there. Munster across in numbers. Connacht just on the halfway line now. What can they do with this one? Through the hands, Callum Elwood, and again that one looked like it was knocked, but the referee wasn't happy, and we may well be coming back for the advantage. He had his hand out quite a while there, the Zimbabwean referee, Mitchell Enderby, and it will be an opportunity for Callum Elwood. He might decide to tap and go, or he can't actually. He may well kick for touch here and look to get some territory and some welcome respite for this Connacht defence, which has been overworked for the majority of this second half. They've conceded 2 tries. Munster have been on the attack, even with all the replacements on, and he finds touch, Callum Elwood, and as you can see in the crowd there as well, we're going to try and get a shot of him, but Eric Elwood is here watching his son today. You can see him there, the former Irish rugby international. Must be a very proud moment to see his son out in the green of Connacht, and no doubt at some point in the future, well, in the green of Ireland as well. And who knows, Charlie O'Shea may well be vying for that 10 jersey with him, such as his performance today for the Munster under-19s. Back with the action, and a line out inside Munster's 22. Well executed and well taken, and a maul, and a chance now for Connacht, being roared on by their sideline to drive deep into Munster territory, and they're doing just that. Numbers there now at the base of it. Charlie O'Carroll looking to take possession of the ball as soon as it becomes available, but it's controlled, and O'Carroll has done that. He spins it wide. Fullback Joseph Smith takes the ball into contact right in front of the Munster goal now. Once again, it's Charlie O'Carroll. He spins it wide for their number 8, Oisin McNicholas. He's had a fine game for Connacht today, been everywhere. Ball goes wide, a chance for Elwood. He slips it inside to Thomas Cotton. What will Cotton do with it? Again, good control work here from Connacht. They take the ball over the gain line. They're inching towards that Munster line. The hand is out, so they have a free play here. It's advantage to Connacht, and they can elect to do something different with it because they know they'll be getting the ball back. Brian Donoghue taking it in again. This is phase number 6 now for Connacht. Patient approach work. Will they finally cross the Munster try line? As we hit the, and it's O'Connell, and he spins it wide. Elwood looks to spin it out wide. That is to Finian Strain. He presents the ball well again. O'Connell, or Carroll rather, looking to bring the ball into contact, and the hand is still out, so it's still Connacht's opportunity. Munster's defence is standing up at the moment. They won't want to concede a try so late in the game when they've played so well all the way through, but it looks like Connacht once again going through the phases brilliantly here. Charlie Keane taking it forward, taking it into contact, and that is Leo Anich, another player, the lock, who's had a fantastic game for Connacht, and the referee whistles. He's not happy, but he's going to come back for a penalty, and I doubt very much Connacht will just kick the points out. They'll look to finally get a try on the board, or maybe not. We have an injury, so we're going to have to wait for that anyway. And as we wait for that injury, I can tell you that you're watching here on the Access Munster platform. We've reached the hour mark today. At half-time, Munster enjoyed a merited 21-3 lead. Since then, Dara Prenter crossed the line and Charlie O'Shea converted to make it 28-3 before Alex O'Connell, the number 14, brilliantly finished off a move to make for Munster's 5th try, which Charlie O'Shea converted. And what a day for the out-half so far. He's not alone converted all 5 tries, but he's also crossed himself for one. And the Munster team taking a well-earned water break here, getting some feedback from their coaches. They will be very, very anxious to keep a clean sheet here in terms of conceded tries. Connacht desperate now to put something on the board at the end of what's been a very, very difficult afternoon for them. They started well, but unfortunately forced turnovers when they did get into Munster territory were punished, and because of that, at the opposite end, Christian Foley, Harry Murphy and Charlie O'Shea, when the 3 opportunities arose for Munster in the opening half, each of those players crossed the whitewash, and because of that we have a Munster 35, Connacht 3 scoreline. As we said, we've just reached the 62-minute mark. You're watching on the Access Munster platform here live from Virgin Media Park today, the PWC Under-19 Interprovincial clash between Munster and Connacht. Another late replacement now for Munster. They're bringing on Conor Mueller, and we'll see who's going off. Somebody's gone off. I think there might be an injury just behind that goal. Yes, there we are, and we can see, and that actually looks like, I'm not sure, but it could be not Ian Martin. We'll pick him up in a second. But another change, an enforced change from Munster, but certainly they have not been weakened by any of the players that have come on thus far. But having said that, they'll be eager to finish today without having conceded any tries, but they're going to have to defend this line out, which is only 5 metres from the try line. Oh, Naughton throws in. Up goes Leo Anich. Ball is worked across again, and they're inching further towards that Munster try line. Desperate now, Connacht, to get something from this. Munster's defence is standing up and repelling them. Thus far, they're forcing them back, and that's excellent work from the Munster defence. Connacht still retain possession. Referee's happy with everything so far. A little push and go on number 8, Oisin McNicholas. Again, they've lost ground now in the last 2 phases from being right on the Munster try line. Ooh, and right there. And then, fortunately for Michael Smith, ball, in fairness to him, did come out very, very awkwardly to him. And because of that, the knock on, and that's excellent work from Munster. They'll be thrilled with the fact that they were able to retain the possession there. And the Munster replacement that we just mentioned there as well, it is in fact number 6 who's gone off, and that is Bobby Doherty. It might have been a slight knock and they're just worried about him, so Bobby Doherty is the one that's gone off, and to be replaced by number 20, Conor Mueller. As we enter the 64th minute here at Virgin Media Park, Munster with a commanding lead, 35-3 over Connacht in the PWC Under-19 Interprovincials. Been a really, really good performance from Munster, and they will try now to clear their lines. They will be anxious not to concede any tries before the end of the game. replacement scrum half Christopher Barrett at the base of the scrum. The ball comes wide and in hand, and Munster looking to run this one out. Charlie O'Shea spinning it wide, and here's an opportunity now for Hetherington, and he kicks ahead, and this is a real speed merchant, and it's good covering, however, from Finn Strain, and he's taking it on. He's not going to wait around either, but he's got 3 Munster players to evade, and they've managed to just about hold on. Well done from Strain there to take the ball out of the 22 and out of danger, and a chance for Connacht now to respond following that Munster breakaway. They've got a numbers here on the sideline, but they're happy and content to bring the ball back in field. It is Ronan O'Connor from the Sligo RFC club up to the 10-metre line, and a chance for the Munster to repel it. Charlie O'Carroll sets another phase in motion, and they stay on that 10-metre line. Munster's defence right across the pitch, very disciplined all afternoon. Elwood lets in a good pop pass there from Thomas Cotton, and a chance sniffed out straight away by the Munster backs, or the Munster forwards, to prevent Connacht from making that breakthrough. And in fact, they've lost ground now. They've been forced back just by the sheer will of this Munster defence, which has been excellent, even with all the replacements on. No difference whatsoever in the execution and the speed of what they're doing. Scrum half Charlie O'Carroll has been very busy. Oh, good little chip kick there from Elwood, but it's a little too far, and his opposite number, Charlie O'Shea, onto it in a flash. And what can Munster do now from this? It's quite broken at the moment. They need to settle it down. Conal Kernan, the fullback, evades one tackle, is taken down by 2, but he's inside the Connacht half. O'Shea now surveying the scene. Oh, makes a little touch and go, breaks the tackle. Little pop pass brilliantly to, super move there from number 21. Christopher Barrett. Munster take it forward. Was there a knock on? There's some indiscretion anyway. Disappointment there for number 13. Robert Carney, who was just on the verge of making a breakthrough there, but the ball didn't fall his way. We've an injury to a Connacht player, which will give us an opportunity just for a quick breather, and I'm sure Connacht will welcome that, seeing as though they've been under the cosh here after 65 minutes of today's PWC Under-19 Interprovincial clash here at Virgin Media Park. Dull and overcast conditions, thankfully no rain, and it's been a superb Munster performance from the start, building a 21-3 interval lead with 3 converted tries from Charlie O'Shea, those coming from Christian Foley, from Harry Murphy, from O'Shea himself. Callum Elwood was the only player to respond for Connacht with a converted penalty. And the second half, the opening 15 minutes of the second half, all Munster. Dara Prenter crossing, O'Shea converting to make it 28-3, and then after 46 minutes, Alex O'Connell, superb try, one of the tries of the day, crossing over in the corner, and O'Shea making it 5 conversions out of 5 to hand Munster an unassailable 35-3 lead. And I think it's fair to say at this point that all that's left now for Connacht is playing for pride. They'll be anxious maybe to get a try on the scoreboard, while their opponents certainly won't want to concede anything at this late stage. So a reset and a scrum for replacement scrum half Charlie O'Carroll to put in, and for Connacht to try to clear their lines or maybe do something from deep. At the base of the scrum, Oisin McNichols, ball worked wide to Elwood, and Connacht look again for the little reverse pass, but didn't work out too well. And brilliant to see Robert Carney there at the scene to stop anything from happening. Once again, Munster up very, very quickly to take down Leo Anich. And for the 4th phase, O'Carroll, little pop pass there, and again Munster were ready for it. Number 13 was ready to break through there, Thomas Cotton. And at the risk of repeating myself, this defence, this effort, and great work there from the replacements from Munster to stop that potential breakthrough and breakaway. At the breakdown today, Munster have been absolutely superb, quick to the ball, and when they haven't been able to get there, they've gotten enough numbers to prevent Connacht from building any kind of momentum or any time on the ball. And as a result, we have a 35-3 scoreline, which is fully justified for the home side. Now, inside the Connacht 22, Michael Frawley will be the one to throw this in and maybe, just maybe, launch another late Munster attack as they go in search of their 6th try of the afternoon. It's a short one, and it's taken well by Fionn O'Mara. Now, we've already seen one rolling maul that resulted in a Munster try. Will we see a second? Being joined at the base of that now by Ian Martin. And look at this. This is super work. Referee's happy with it. Fully bounded and still keeping the ball and still fully bound right up to the Connacht try line. A lot of numbers there, and they're over the line. It's hard for the referee to see there. I think it's just so many bodies. Ball is spun wide. Charlie O'Shea looking to Joshua Boland. He's held up brilliantly, and let's give some credit here. That was excellent defence once again from Connacht, and in this occasion Robert Carney looking to break through. Charlie O'Shea with another break. Oh, superb sniping run from the out half, applauding the effort of number 13, Robert Carney, and his teammates. There was at least 5 or 6 phases there before the out half for Munster in the 68th minute. Gained possession, jinked past a couple of late tackles and crossed for his second try of the afternoon. And the first thing Charlie O'Shea did was praise his teammates for all the effort and the groundwork that went into that. But that all came originally from a mistake, an enforced mistake by Connacht in their own half. Charlie O'Shea, they're taking a well-earned drop of water. Neil Cronin offering his advice. But as it stands, the out half, who has today kicked 5 conversions and now scored 2 tries, has certainly been one of the premier players on view. And what a career this guy has ahead of him if he can maintain this kind of form heading into CBC student, playing superbly, now looking to convert his 6th kick of the afternoon, and he's done that 100%. And as a result, Munster move on to a 42-3 scoreline. And what a player this kid is. He's everywhere today, and again, sniping run, found the space right after Munster had been knocking on the door, kept his composure and crossed over his second try to put this commanding Munster performance and scoreline of 42-3 ahead. Difficult day for Connacht, but they've got to play out the remaining minutes. Callum Elwood tries a shorter kick out this time. And it is Munster who take the ball up over their 10-metre line. That's really, really good work from the pack. And the referee, though, unfortunately at the last minute, not releasing. So it's a quick tap and go. And Connacht not waiting around either. They're going to make something of this if they can at all. Callum Elwood under his arm, but very, very scrappy and just a little bit rushed. Referee not happy. And he's bringing play back inside. Number 3 there, not releasing. And so this is going to be a chance for Callum Elwood, and a penalty. Will he kick? Might as well kick for the corner and hopefully force something late for the Connacht team. That's in between, that's about 5, maybe just a little bit more, 5-6 metres out from the Munster try line. So Callum Elwood kicking for touch, and a late chance here for Connacht deep in Munster territory. Can they get their first try of the afternoon? Behind by 42-3. It's all about saving face now. The game is won, but they have been quite clean from their lineouts today, and replacement Owen Naughton is going to throw this one in, and it's gathered well, and a chance for a maul, but no, it falls, and the referee has his hand out and at the base of what is now ruck. Leo Anich trying to bring the ball forward and does so. He's got great support there, but has he got enough support, and can Connacht do something? The ball is spun out to Owen Naughton. He's got Munster players there with him. Charlie O'Carroll has been there excellent all day, and the ball is down and he spins it wide to one of the replacements who crosses the line. And I think you would say Connacht deserved that. We'll get the name of the person that got that now in a second. You can see him there on screen. But for Connacht, on a disappointing day for the province, they have probed and finally shown that they are capable of breaching that very, very, very well drilled Munster defensive line. And as a result, they have got their first try of the afternoon. I think that might be, oh no, it's not. It's number 19, Michael Smith, after 72 minutes. Michael Smith for Connacht is the person who crosses the line for the first time and brings their total up to 8. And it is Callum Elwood who will line up this conversion, an opportunity for Connacht to add to their total. As we said, the game is long since gone, but 42 points to 3 down, that certainly will make them feel better. Elwood, it's a great kick. Considering the wind has been kicking up, Elwood did brilliantly there. And that's the final act of what's been a very, very entertaining afternoon. It finishes 42-10 in Munster's favour. Fantastic performance from Aidan McNulty's side. They began superbly with Christian Foley, the loose head prop, crossing, and Charlie O'Shea converting. That was followed by an Elwood penalty to make it 7-3. From there, Harry Murphy executed a block down and crossed the line for O'Shea to convert to make it 14-3. And just before the break, O'Shea himself, the out half, crossing and then converting to make it 21-3 at the break. Following that, Darragh Prenter and Alex O'Connell added 2 more tries, which were each converted, before O'Shea added his second try of the afternoon and converted to make it 42-3. And just before the end, Connacht finally crossing what's been a fantastic Munster defensive effort all day and defensive line. Michael Smith crossing, and then Callum Elwood converting to finish off the scoring and make the final score here today at Virgin Media Park. Munster 42, Connacht 10 in the PWC Under-19 Interprovincial Championship. We have been delighted to bring this to you here on the Access Munster platform. My name is Jeremy McCarthy, commentary team. Big thanks to the production team as well, Johnny and Reese and everybody who helped me out today to bring this fantastic game to you. Brilliant result, brilliant scoring from Munster, and much to look forward to with a lot of these players in the future. It finishes here at Virgin Media Park at today's PWC Under-19 Interprovincial Clash. Munster 42, Connacht 10. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you all again soon.